EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. He's crossing. He's squeeze.
Now a give, right side. It's Waters. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Shoot.
Now Anderson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
Hit it.
59. Mike's 59. Go on.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best block.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
To throw is Anderson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
To throw on second down. Shields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
General West.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's Anderson, throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Anderson got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey already? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Shields. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. Touchdown, Vikings! Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Come on, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now.
They'll try the left side. Waters, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 8, read.
Cut. Watch the twist.
Let's go.
Now Anderson, off play action. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 1. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Check. 59. You.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm going to run you over.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Shields lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Hey, you got three. Go. Hey, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Shields. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Hey, orbit.
Following the fumble recovery, Shields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Here we go.
Now.
Throwing again. Shields. Screen play. Johnson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3.
Look at me. Go. Get ready.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Check pass.
Hey, Zoo.
Check. 59.
Operating from the gun. Shields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Johnson running right. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught at the 10. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Look at me. Zipper.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Check.
Protein spill.
Slam. Slam.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. No.
Get it.
On second down, Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Bravo.
Check. 59. 59.
You bet. Go.
You better be afraid of me.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
23-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Yep. What's tight? Tight is right. Out. 3 down.
To throw again. Shields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here I come again.
Go. Go. Pilot, 64, weak.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey.
Motion.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jones. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, lock it. 15 line. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit. Hey.
Check. 59.
General West.
I'm here all day.
Hit it.
Throwing on 1st down. Shields. Complete. Smith has it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kiki QT, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Golden Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's second down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Ready?
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Check back, check back.
Anderson now, throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
4 receivers now in the formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on second and 7. Back now in Mexico City. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
60 Pittsburgh, now!
Looking to throw on second down. Shields. And this is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
To throw on third down. Shields. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Let's go. 18 Gator. You draw Corker. Switch. Now.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Anderson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Throwing to start the drive. Shields. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
On the ready.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Two times.
Defense.
Looking to throw. Shields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mike 5-4.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's
in trouble, and the ball's out. And he'll take this out of the side of the end zone, and my goodness, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2nd and 3. incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, the message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch the flag, watch the flag.
Yes.
Watch the flag, motion, pop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Check 50, check 50. Out, 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 out. 25, check 25, check 25. 90 is a money.
Yep. Hey, high 7.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Shields. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands.
Shields pass. Incomplete. Intended for KQT.
Ready?
It's a turnover on down.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. On 1st down, Anderson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
General Webb, 2.
To throw is Anderson. To throw again. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Here's Anderson on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Waters. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
60 outlaw. Leo.
Now Anderson on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Anderson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.